Hello, Western writers. This is a tarot and energy reading for what you might want to pay attention to for your story or your work in progress for February of 2024. I'm Chris, and I'm a tarot reader for authors and screenwriters. I guide them to form a deeper connection with their craft so they're working with their projects and not on their projects. Originally, I was going to post these videos on my website because I was sick with COVID and I had a sore throat, but I'm feeling a little bit better and I just never got around to it this week. But I do have some water with me, so let's just we'll get into that in just a second. If you're not writing a Western, I have and probably will be posting 10 to 12 other videos with different genres. So be sure to like and subscribe and follow to be the first to know when those are posted. So let's get into this. First, I want to say you guys are pretty leveled out. It's very interesting because I've got for the elements, let's start with there: earth, air, fire, and water. All of them are 3 except for the fire one, which is just 1. However, this is the caveat. I want you to pay attention more toward your emotions this month, because while things seem kind of evened out, the water element is strongest most in the 2 major arcana cards that I got on this spread, and that's the moon, that is the high priestess, which was reversed, and also the death card, which was reversed, but both are the water element. So even though everything seems kind of evened out, I would really pay attention to your emotions this month, and to also explain that a little bit further, your 1 fire card is the 4 of Stabs, the 4 of Wands. So, and the 4 of Stabs, the 4 of Wands is stability and a celebration and something to, like a planned celebration is like what I like to think about it. So I think you're almost, I'm scared to say that you're almost done. I don't know if you're almost done with the project, but it seems like you're almost done with whatever this step is on your project that you're working on. And I think you need to really celebrate that and really acknowledge that in yourself. Now, let's see, I'm just looking at my notes here. It's stable, because the high priestess is reversed, and she's right in the middle of all 10 cards, I just kind of get from her that you're not sure what you're feeling toward your project. It's like one of those situations to where you feel like you're done, you want to be done, I'm probably more of like you're scared that you're done. It's like, this can't be real. So I would put the project away. I would give it to someone to give you some notes if you need to. It just kind of feels like you're pretty good right now. Like, I don't think you should put too much pressure on yourself, and just pat yourself on the back that you wrote this thing and you're ready to go and write something new. So that's what I have with that. Usually I give some colors, and this deck has like 3 colors in it. So I'm going to change it a little bit for this video and just kind of say splash of orange, whatever that means to you, and your project. Another thing I want you to pay attention to is the air element. Even though there is 3, the 3 air element cards that came up were the Knight, Queen, and King of Swords. Be careful though, because the court cards are usually referred to people or describe people. This could also be just people with or aspects within yourself. And air is thoughts and communication. Now, the thing that I want to also pay attention to is the Queen and King are both reversed. The Knight is not. So you're going to probably feel like you want to rush into something. But I would probably take the Queen and the King and just kind of like, I feel like the Knight is probably going to be like, oh yay, I'm done, or I'm just wanting to rush into something. But take stock of the Queen and King and like, don't rush yet. I know that you want to be done and you want to get to the next step, but I think that you need to be happy with where you're at with the project if that makes any sense. And if that doesn't make sense, write it down. Please give me in the comment in the description box below. I just kind of feel like you're second guessing yourself, and I don't think that you need to be. I did that, trusting yourself, I did the water. So planets, I would focus on, so again, the only two majors that came up was the High Priestess and the Death card. And the moon is associated with the High Priestess, and Pluto is associated with the High Priestess. Now, I did say that you should pay attention to water, so the one water sign, didn't mean to do that. The one water sign that you should probably pay attention to is Scorpio. I don't know what any of that means. I'm not an astrologer, but it's just something that you might want to pay attention to in regards to this project. Now, the Scorpio card is reversed. Sorry, it is reversed. So it's the Death card, so I wouldn't change anything, but get more comfortable with that. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles, which is kind of happy in what you've built and happy with where you're at, and not really wanting to move forward because you're happy, but also like in a space of like it's a garden space, and it's just you're happy with where you're at. So I would really highly pay attention to your emotions toward that versus I suck or imposter syndrome or something. Pat yourself on the back for how far you've come. The numbers that you might want to pay attention to are 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 8, 13, and 9. Now, if you add all those up, it equals 48. 48 goes down to 12, 4 plus 8, which is the Hanged Man, which is kind of, again, taking rest, taking stock, it's kind of seeing another person's point of view. But I don't think that in this case, I don't think it necessarily means another person's point of view. I just think it means just hold. Just wait for a second. And then if you also want to take that down one further, 1 plus 2 equals 3, which is the Empress. So again, be kind to yourself. Watch what your language you're using with yourself. Be motherly. Tap more into your feminine side, maybe regarding this project or whatever. I think that's really all I have for you here, but I do have 3 cards here that I do add. I pulled pineapple. I don't know what pineapple means. Take a look. Maybe eat some pineapple. I'm not sure what that means at all. I do have treasure reversed. I don't really know what that means either. There's a key here, but this is reversed. So I'm wondering, a reverse card can be blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. And I just kind of wonder if this is more internal energy, enjoying the treasure that you have created with this project, or where you're at with this project, if that makes sense. The last card that I have here are how are political debates resolved in your world? Now, because this is a Western, obviously if you want to go way back when, it's more like guns and put them up kind of a thing in the middle of the town, but maybe there's something different that you can do with your Western, how political debates are resolved. So that's what I have for the writers this month of Westerns. Please comment below if you found this helpful, and I'm open to suggestions on how to adhere this to make this work more for you. Help you write better, write faster, write better quality, tap into your emotions, that kind of stuff. If you do want to take this a little bit further, or at least a step further, I've started a Patreon where you can get all sorts of writing prompts from me to get those creative juices flowing. I'm open to suggestions on I am open to suggestions on changing the tiers up to make sure that the space works for you, and whatever your needs are and what you want out of the space. So please let me know what I need to add, what I need to subtract, and what would make you feel like you need more from that space. The link for all of that, for the Patreon and all of my other stuff, is in the description box below, and also in the links in my bios. in all of my social medias. And I guess remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share with anyone who might like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.